today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rose. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Kenny, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Back to throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's got his man on the out route. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out, and the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game. Much more.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he...
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. 7-7, our score after 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, Kenny. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. He had the option. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Completes it to Hearns. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Kenny. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 11. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll look to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to get... Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hale. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On first down, Kenny. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
On 3rd down, Kenny, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Well, a close game. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Texans now. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then Go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. Kenny, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Kenny to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a small...
The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 63. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Who will take home the final Super Bowl of the decade? Super Bowl 63 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now he's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, So Mike McCarthy correct in his assessment there to challenge that ruling.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready? Ultra. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's...
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 2nd down, Kenny, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
17. Strike it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be, all tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hard throw, incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And for an offense that is struggling, out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And some space here. Touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Texans have taken the lead. now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. They certainly...
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle they go. Kenny, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 33 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Flushed out right.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Micah Parsons able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. An important... Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. On 2nd down now, Kenny, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, that is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love.
Ready. 52 blue.
On 1st down, Kenny, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Kenny, and he's got it down to the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Kenny. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Up the middle they go. Kenny. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. Now on the clock, the Texans. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. It's now the Vikings' turn on the clock. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock. Next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. The Bengals now on the clock. Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. The New England Patriots are now on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock.